friends, hey, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to talk to you today. Today we're going to be talking about house updates. I think we're at week 18, something like that. Last week we took off because it was Thanksgiving. We did go by because the parents wanted to see. There were a few updates, and then today when we went by, there was a little bit more to show and tell. So today we're going to talk all about those updates. There's a teensy-weensy bit of drama with the fence, y'all. This fence, that's all I got to say. And then we're going to, I'm probably going to vent just a little bit, and then we're going to talk about some giveaways that I'm going to be running for the holidays, and specifically when we get to 1,000 subscribers, because y'all are clutch, y'all are coming through. It is over 800 and something of you here the last time I checked, and I am so honored. And I feel so blessed to be a part of your community. So to celebrate when we get to that 1,000 mark, and when y'all help the sister to get to some coins, we're going to be doing some giveaways with some of my favorite brands. I'm not collaborating with them on this particular giveaway. I'm just going to buy y'all some gift cards and give it to you so you can go splurge just a little bit. But we're going to talk about those at the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video so you can hear all about what we're giving away in celebration of the holidays and in the celebration of us getting to that good 1,000 mark, because I feel it in my bones. We're going to be there in like the next couple of weeks. So if you have recently subscribed, thank you. You are a part of an amazing family that asks questions, they hold each other down, and just support each other along this new construction journey. If you're oldie but goodie, you've been here riding with us for a little while, welcome back, friend. I got some updates for you. And then let's hop into today's updates, because we got a little bit of stuff going on and I got to tell you about it, friend. Let's hop in. All right, so listen, let's start with the good stuff first, okay? Good stuff first. It is, hold on, I'm gonna go to my YouTube studio and tell you, we have officially gotten to 821 subscribers as of the time I am recording this video. Shout outs to you guys. When I started this channel, I had no idea what I was going to do. I really started this channel just as a memoir for myself and my family, so we can kind of document this process. And it has turned into such an amazing support community. Like every week I'm thinking about you guys. I'm thinking about the updates that are happening on my end and what I can share with you all along the way. And you have been so dope in just supporting a stranger that you've met on the internet in this process. And I really, really appreciate you guys for that. You know, you guys inspire me each and every week to keep creating, to just do something that I love to do, that I didn't think that I wanted to do. And every week I fall more and more in love with this process. So shout out to you all. Welcome to the new subscribers. My name is Kay Whitaker. If you've never met me before, it's myself, my husband, and we've got 4 kids. We are currently building our forever right now home is what we're calling it. And we're calling it that because my husband's job, the way his job is set up, they can call us tomorrow and want us in a completely different city. And depending on the coins and the opportunity, we may go. So we are originally from Texas. He's from Dallas. I'm from Houston. We love this place. We're currently building our home in a city right outside of San Antonio called Bernie, Texas. And it is the home that we plan to be in unless they call us to go somewhere else, which we have prayed and asked God for this to be the place, because we really enjoy what we're building. If you want to learn more about us, feel free to connect with us over on the Instagram. Check me out on Pinterest. I've been pinning, last week I was pinning a lot of backyard inspiration because y'all know that is the drama at hand. This week I'm probably going to be doing the same. Kitchens, bedrooms, stuff like that. I have not figured out the direction that I want to go in for this home. This is the first home that I'm going to really design, put stuff on the walls, wallpaper, wall design, stuff like that, just because it's more of a permanent place for me. So I'm excited to document that process as well. And I get a lot of my ideas, just like you do, from the Pinterest. So be sure to connect with me over on Pinterest as well. So today I am going to give you some updates. I drove by the house this morning, and I'll put the updates up on the screen just because the video that I took, there was a lot of noise, y'all. A lot of noise because the construction is happening all around the town. So it was too loud and I didn't want to have all of that in the distraction. So I'll just kind of talk you through what I saw when I got there. So pulling up to the house, when we took the parents Friday, because we had to go and meet a contractor to discuss fencing, which we'll talk about fencing in just a minute here, child. When we went with the parents on Friday, we noticed that they had cut out our driveway. So previously, when I visited the home a few other days that week, I did see where they had cut the what is it called, the curb for the driveway, but there wasn't a defined space for the driveway. So Friday when we drove up, and today when I drove up, the guys were there laying down the rebar, which tells me they are getting ready to pour the concrete for the driveway and the sidewalks. And we've also seen where they have lifted right at the front porch. They've kind of brought in some more dirt to kind of level that out because there won't be steps going into the front. It's really just like a 6-inch step up to get into the front door, which was super, super exciting because you really start to be able to visualize what the house's curb appeal is going to look like with the separation of the driveway, the sidewalks, and the lawn. So I can really see how big our front yard is going to be, which is a pretty nice size. We have an 80-foot across lot, which is plenty of space. We just wanted some space from our neighbors, and our driveway is on our neighbor's house side, meaning their house, the forefront or the major part of their home is immediately next to our driveway, and there's 20 feet between our house and their house. And then the major part of their house is on the side where our driveway lives. So we've got a whole 20 feet plus some house that we have that separates our driveway from our neighbor's driveway, which is perfect separation when you want to go outside and you might want to wave and speak, but not necessarily have a conversation like we got to do here. Anytime we're outside, you kind of feel obligated to speak because the lots are so close together. And I'm not antisocial. I am a people person, and I do look forward to having friends, and I have great neighbors so far. But sometimes, you just want to go sit on your front patio and not say nothing to your neighbors. And the space allows us to do that. And I was looking at our neighbor's home that they're building next to us as well. And it looks like it's going to be a similar situation where our house, it's the 20 feet plus our house, and then the driveway. So that's super exciting. That was a great update. I also noticed when I got there that we have our temporary front doors, which was another cool touch. You don't really think that you would get really excited about temporary doors, but I got excited when I saw the temporary doors because, again, it starts to show you what the front elevation of your house kind of brings it all together. No, the garage doors still ain't there. We got some additional door drama, but the temporary doors are there. So the double doors are there. So you really get to, because for a minute there, I was like, there's no way 2 8-foot doors are going to fit here. And it actually does. So it looks pretty cool. It's nice. It's really nice. I'll insert the little video clip so you can see it. I think I video recorded it from the inside, but that was really cool because it also adds to what the curb appeal is going to look like. That was exciting. I've never been so excited about temporary doors. Our doors are actually, they've got glass in them. So, we'll be able to see, but it just allows you to see what's going on. When I got there, so the only reason why I went today is because I had to meet 2 contractors for quotes for the fence. And let's go ahead and talk about this fence drama. So, y'all know last week when we left off, I told you that we had done our pre-drywall meeting, met with the construction manager while we were there. We were talking about fencing options and patio options. Fencing options, I told you, would be at least $12,000. I was losing it. I was all in my feelings because I was like, man, this price is way too high. It's got to be cheaper with someone else. Y'all, it ain't cheaper with nobody else. Okay. I've gotten 3 quotes and all of those quotes have come back right around the same price. Between 13,000, the lowest price that I got was 10,000. Yeah, the fence, the wrought iron fences. I asked them, I was like, do you realize what I could do with $13,000, even $10,000? Do you understand what that is? That is my custom countertops in my master bathroom. That is the fixtures that I want to bring into my master bathroom. That is the tile that I want to put on the wall in my master bathroom. Hell, that is the bedroom set, my Tempur-Pedic mattress and our house bedroom furniture. Like, what are we talking about? $13,000? I can't sleep on the fence. Okay, I can't sleep on the fence. So I don't understand this. Like, somebody help me understand why this wrought iron fence is costing me so much money. I thought for sure, because this was wrought iron and the way wood has increased, I'm like, okay, great. You know, it'll save us a little money. At least the privacy fences, you know, we know those went up, but we just had to replace a fence at our, and I don't know why I'm surprised, because we just replaced half of the fence at our rental property, and that might have been 60 feet, maybe 60 or 70 feet, let's just say 80. And it was $4,500 for the fence. It was somewhere around there, about $4,500 for the fence. So I don't know why I'm surprised, but you know what? We got to split that cost with our neighbors. We did. So it was us and then two other neighbors that got to split that cost. So we didn't bear as much of that cost on our own, but golly, yeah. $13,000 to $10,000 is what's been coming in. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I had the last contractor that came out. He was like, yeah, I can give you this price now, but you know, when I come back out, the price is only good for 30 days because the material just keeps escalating in price. And I just don't want to guarantee you this price in February because it might be different. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. And yes, I'm drinking out of a Solo cup today. Excuse me. That is my Moscow Mule in a Solo cup. We are dead set. This is the only room that is left because I work in here. We're moving on Wednesday, which will probably be tomorrow if you're watching this, because I'm going to put this out on Tuesday. So that's all I got is Solo cups out, because we eating off of paper dishes and drinking out of red Solo cups. It's left over from the holidays. So yeah, that's the fence. I have no idea what we're going to do with that fence. I feel like we're going to move into our house with a naked backyard, which I've never had a house without a fenced in yard. So I don't know how I feel about that. We live in the Texas Hill Country, so there is wildlife. There's deer. The deer I'm not too much concerned about. As much as I am, you know, anywhere there's deer, there's like coyote, and you know, I just don't want wildlife in my backyard. So the deer, I know I'm not gonna be able to keep them out of the front yard, but I would prefer if they don't walk up and meet me on my patio. You know, I don't want that. I don't want to look out my bedroom window, you know, me and Bambi looking at each other. I don't really, that's not exciting for me. So I don't know what we're gonna do. That is a dilemma. When I was out there with the contractors, the actual construction manager came in because he was checking on progress, some things that needed to be done before they start putting the drywall up. You know, and I told him, I was like, y'all are killing us. Like this fence is the vein of my existence. And they know we're big researchers, so he wasn't offended that we went out and got some pricing. He was like, I thought for sure they'd be cheaper than us. I was like, we thought for sure they'd be cheaper than you too. But friend, they're not. So that's a conversation that the hubby and I are going to have. Stay tuned. Stay tuned is all I can tell you, because I don't know where we're going to land. The upside to this, and it's not really an upside because we still gonna spend the money, right? But the upside to this is if we go independently, we will have to spend all of that in cash up front, which there's no interest on it, so we're gonna spend it anyway. But if we go with the builder, then we only pay 50% of that up front, which is easy on our pockets. I might talk to our broker and see if they can just finance all of it. but it's optional. So I don't know if that's something they're gonna, go for. My pockets, man, between the fence and the patio, we still don't have numbers for the patio. Those are coming, but that fence is kicking my butt, and I don't know what to do about it, because the alternative was just wait, and then that alternative, those quotes are not coming in much cheaper. So I think I'm gonna pass that baton to the hubby and let him make the final decision on that one, and whatever he decides to go with, I'm just gonna roll with, because at this point in my life, I don't have time to stress about that. Speaking of my construction manager, so when I got there, so there's insulation in the house. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a post that I did last week. There is some installation in the house where most of the house is insulated. So just some updates on some open items that we talked about the last time. The stairs, the railing in the game room. Y'all remember that was a bit of a point of, a little bit of drama maybe a few weeks back. Well, the update on that is that we did get the railing. So the way it worked out is when we were doing our pre-drywall meeting last week, was it last week? Yeah, last week with our builder, we were able to meet with him. And as he was walking through the plan, he noticed that it was framed for railing, but we hadn't paid for railing. So railing was already ordered, and railing was already a part of the plan. They just didn't have our money for the rails. So we could have said, no, we don't want rails, and they would have half walled it off. They would have eaten the cost. But because it was already ordered, it was already in the plans, it just kind of worked out for us because it was something that we wanted. And they just allowed us to pay the upgrade charge for the rails, which wasn't a big deal. That cost didn't hurt us at all. It was a couple $100, and we were able to pay for it, and it was cool. So we did get the rails. They still have not put in the speakers on the patio, and they still have not installed that lighting for they haven't installed where the light's going to be for the chandelier in the dining room, because y'all know that kind of came in at the last moment. So those things are still open. When the construction manager got there, I was kind of walking around catching my footage for the house, just minding my business. And he's kind of standing there in the middle of the living room, and he's just got his hands on his head with this look of like utter disgust. And I'm like, yo, Mike, you all right? What's good? And he's like, man, I've got to figure this out. So there's these doors that are leaning on the wall, and they're French doors. And I thought to myself it was strange when I saw the French doors, because I don't have anywhere in my house where the French doors would be unless they decide to put them in the office area. But that would be the only place that they would fit. But I'm not supposed to have French doors there. So the door manufacturer sent the wrong doors. So what I'm probably going to do is, just because they've asked us a couple of questions, I'm just going to slide it over to Mike and be like, hey, I know you got to get the right door for the patio, but if that's an extra door, just slide that door over to the office area and hook a sister up. I'll take them. I don't know if it's wide enough for that area. If it is, I'll take them. If not, that's for Mike to figure out. But at the time when he said it, it was so funny, because I'm literally just walking through trying to get the footage for the content for the week, and he wants to talk. And I'm like, hey, Mike, I'm not here. Like, I'm just, walking around with the little camera. I'm trying to dip in and dip out. And he like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with these doors. Not that he was asking me, but in my mind, I'm like, I don't know, Mike. I don't care about them doors. With the kind of day I'm having, I do not care about those doors. I'm sure you will figure it out. They're beautiful. I didn't think that they fit in the house, but I'm sure you will work those doors out. And he just bust out laughing. I was like, Mike, you know what I'm worried about? You know what I care about? I care about whether or not I'm gonna have a fence in my backyard, because y'all are killing me with these prices. And I also care about whether or not I'm going to be able to step down safely off of my patio, because we still don't have that number yet. Run me those numbers and you figure out this door. He bust out laughing. He was like, I get so frustrated. He was like, I came here today thinking, everything's going to be where it's supposed to be, and we're going to be good to go with the drywall. He was like, drywall crew is ready. Like, they're ready for you. But these contractors, they come in and they piecemeal it. He was like, 1 minute they'll do, they'll come in, do one thing, then they'll leave. He's like, in my mind, I'm like, if you got 3 things on the checklist, just do all 3 and then leave. I was like, Mike, I feel you. I feel you. And as a project manager myself, that is the biggest frustration. When you are working with outside vendors, you are like, just finish the job. Just finish the job. I was like, but Mike, I'm gonna have to leave you because the way my brain is set up today, I can't even help. I don't even have no good advice for you. Usually I would be able to come back and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe, you know how I just came up with that? I wonder if those doors fit on my office. Yeah. But I'm not gonna bother him about those doors. I'm gonna let him figure out those doors while Tim and I figure out this fence and their patio situation. Outside of that, we've got a couple of questions and emails that they've sent over asking about like the floodlight moving and so on and so forth. He said that he could have these changes done within the next 3 days and that they'll start drywall at that time. And at that time, if they go ahead and get started, we will still be on track to close in February. So fingers crossed, all things go well. Every time I see him, I'm like, hey, we still good on all of our materials, right? Our countertops are good. Our cabinets are good. The floor is good. Like nothing else is killing you. He's like, no, as far as I know, everything is good. So for now, late February has been the promise. They've been sticking to it. That's their final answer. And we're just going to roll with that. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. So those are the house updates for today. Now let's get into these giveaways. So Christmas is my most favorite time of the year. And it's during this time of the year that I always like to do something special. So for the next 3 weeks, starting next week, I'm going to be hosting giveaways here on Instagram, not here on Instagram, here on YouTube and on Instagram. So in order to be a part of the giveaways, you will have to enter on Instagram, but I will announce the giveaways here on YouTube so that you can have a head start against the folks over on Instagram. So every week it'll be a surprise because I'm not quite sure what those giveaways are going to be. The only reason why I'm not starting it this week is because we've got to move and I don't have time to go and kind of put the gift together. I do have some stuff with like my beauty counter stuff that I run that I want to give away. I've got like a self-care basket that I want to give away. I've got some gift cards that I want to give away. So I'll announce those every week what they're going to be and then give you instructions every week on how you can enter. And then the next week I'll announce the winners. I'll hit you up. I'll add you in the comments down below and then, we'll correspond. I'll get your mailing address so I can send it out to you. In addition to that, y'all, did you see? I don't know if you saw this. Did you see? We are over 800 subscribers. I know I said this earlier, but I'm really, really excited. And we have been growing like a lot each and every week. So where we are right now, I feel like we'll be at 1,000 subscribers in the next week or so. So when that happens, I want to give away some gift cards to 2 of the subscribers here. And I'm probably going to give those gift cards in the form of like an Our House gift card, a Crate and Barrel gift card. Or y'all tell me what you want. I'll do a poll for my favorite store. So I've got some favorite stores, right? So I've got Target, of course. I've got Crate and Barrel. Everybody loves Crate and Barrel. I've got these glasses at Crate and Barrel. I got my eye on. I'm not ordering nothing. No, nothing. I'm not spending no more money until we move. But I got these glasses at Crate and Barrel, like these drinking glasses that I got my eye on. I'm going to get them. So I'm thinking Our House, Crate and Barrel. Our House, I keep saying Our House. If you don't know Our House is a furniture store. They are not sponsoring this video. I know I keep mentioning them, but I am absolutely obsessed. There's a bedroom set at Our House that I am obsessed with. I have it on my watch list. I have been watching it. The lead time on this bedroom set is 30 something weeks. I don't know if I'm going to get it because of the lead time, but it is beautiful. It's the Morgan canopy bed, and the dresser. And it is my dream bedroom set, and it's got a pretty long lead time the last time I checked. So, we probably won't be sleeping on that anytime soon when we get to the new house. I can't buy it right now because right? You can't make any big purchases, and it is one of those luxury pieces that, you know, you kind of got. But they have other stuff. They have lighting and stuff like that that's really affordable. So I'm thinking about giving $100 gift card to one of those stores. I'll put it in the community tab for you guys to vote on. So yeah, that is the updates for the week. Thank you for hanging out with me. Shout out to y'all again for being so dang supportive. If you know someone that's going through this process, please feel free to share these videos. Ask your questions in the comments. I'm an open book. I promise you, I don't mind sharing anything, any answers that I have. If I know the answer, if I know it, you know it. That's just how I am, because I've never built a house before. The third house we purchased, first house we've built, and this is a completely different process, completely different animal. So whatever I'm learning in this process, especially now, I am more than happy to share. Ask your questions down below, and I'm an open book. Be sure, if you haven't already, to connect with me over on the Instagram. If you send me a DM, I am a little slower to respond in the DMs just because we've been moving. But after we get moved and settled into the apartment, it'll be a little easier because there won't be so much going on for a couple of months. And I've got the move really organized so that when we get ready to move to the house, it won't be as stressful as this particular move is, because the way I've packed and organized this move, we're going to be all right. So when we move out of the apartment, it's going to be an easy breezy. This was just difficult because we're moving out of our 5-bedroom house into a 3-bedroom apartment. So it was a little bit much. But anyways, connect with your girl on the Instagram. Make sure you follow me over on the Pinterest. And I will go back to the house this weekend to see what else has been done, and hopefully be back next week with another update. Bye for now.